Hello, welcome to the Blued Steel Workshop. We're gonna be doing something cool today, a little bit different. I'm gonna show you what I got here today. So I went to your local dollar store, Dollar Tree usually has them, and I picked up these battery powered candles. And this is kind of just like a decor, let me put that there, decorative style of antiquing or whatever you want to call it. So I have some old insulators here I'll show you. Let me slide them into the frame. I have a few of them. And this is the cool thing about insulators. There's a lot of different ones. There's purple ones, there's small ones, there's huge ones. But I'm gonna grab a few of them. Let me see. I'm gonna grab one of these. One of these. Let's grab this one. This one's kind of got a lot of character to it. Let's see. I'll grab one of these. And this one. So let's go ahead and open these up. Now, in another video, I might end up making some homemade base for these, so you can sit them down on a coffee table or sit them down outside, maybe with actual real wood from a tree, and I might even go grab some from Hobby Lobby or somewhere just to make it easy, which is always the easiest thing. But if you're into doing things and getting in the shed or on the workbench and actually doing stuff, actually going out, finding a nice sized piece of log that'll fit for what you're doing, and kind of sanding and chiseling away the wood and actually working it to make it look like it was meant for that actual task that you're going for, that's even better. So these ones are actually, oops, sorry, I dropped it. These ones are actually changing colors, so as you can see. So I thought that would be pretty cool, but I also wanted to get just your normal one. So I'm gonna take all the tabs out and we'll go through, and I'll try one without the color. So let's see. I think that maybe this one would be really cool with the colored one. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And as you can see, that is pretty cool. Now I'm gonna go, let's see, I'll put one in here. And I'm gonna go turn off the light so we can really see it. Now that's really cool. Let's see about maybe a blue one with some color in it. And you can set these up outside. You can set them up in the house, up on your cabinet, up in the kitchen, wherever you want to set these up at, you can set them up. So this is kind of just a cool video I wanted to share with y'all and kind of just give somebody an idea maybe. I actually really like these colored ones. I think they're very cool, kind of vibrant, but you really can't go wrong with the old school traditional styled candlelight, you know. So maybe I'll pull out, let's see, another one of these blue ones, because I have one more left. And insulators are relatively cheap. You go to an antique store, or you might even find them out while you're walking in the woods if you're into hiking and stuff like that. So to me, that's the cool part, is you can find them. You can go buy them for relatively cheap prices at an antique store, and they're all over the place. And if you're into stuff like that, awesome. I think that this was kind of a little bit of a different video. And that's what we're going to be getting into on this channel. So I wanted to just kind of veer away from the knives and the guns and all that stuff like that. And this is kind of more so your antique side of it. And just getting creative and doing things in the shop, So I just kind of wanted to do something cool and unique. And I think that this is a really cool idea. And I like the way that this one looks, because all of these are kind of clean. Like these ones are clean. But when you look at this one, you can see the cracks in it. You can see, and it's cool because it actually makes it to where you can see the manufacturer, and it's awesome to me. And I might end up setting them up outside, and we'll do maybe a cool video with them, and kind of share that. Here's another one. Let's see. Let's go with this. Very cool. But maybe we can get to walking around outside and maybe looking to see if we can actually find a piece of log that'll fit very nice on top of this. And I want something that's going to be a little bit thicker, but not too thick, where it'll sit it up just a little bit and maybe actually still have the bark around it. I thought that would look really cool. Maybe we could find something outside and just do a video with that. But I really just wanted to kind of do something a little bit different that maybe somebody never thought of or has ever seen. And to me, that's what it's about, is getting creative, thinking of different things, and actually just trying to do something and be a little bit different. And you could actually set these up on your counter. And what I would think to be decorative with is get some rope and kind of just run it along them. If it's up on a shelf somewhere or something like that. And maybe you just turn them on every once in a while. And they do sell nicer ones that don't need batteries and they're rechargeable. So once in a while, if they ever go bad, you can just go ahead and actually pull them all out and then recharge it, and then you'll be good to go. You'll put them in there and you can leave them on if people are over or stuff like that. But yeah, these are your insulators with your LED candles in them. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights. And maybe we'll talk about, let's see, pull one of them off of here. Let's see where they're made. Made in the USA. This one is very cool. And as you can see, this is actually where it would thread onto the power line. Very cool. I think this one is my favorite. Look at all the character in that one. There's even a imperfection in the glass right there. So this one's from New York. Brookfield. I think that might be here's H&C Co. Maybe I'll do a complete rundown on some of the brands, and I'll do some research on some of the brands that actually made insulators. Maybe it's specific glass companies. Maybe they made a bunch of different things. I don't know too much about the companies that made insulators, or if maybe they were just glass makers and they made insulators for the States and stuff like that. There's a little bit of research that we could get into with these and really look into them, dive into them. I really want to find a purple one. I thought those were really cool. And I can rarely never find them. So I think one of those would be cool, especially if you had a candle to put up in it and actually just make it look really cool. But yeah, I thought that this was a neat video, and I was rambling a little bit, but I just thought I would kind of share one of my ideas with y'all and see what y'all thought about it. If y'all thought it was a good idea and maybe y'all would do something like this. But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate everything. I hope y'all have a good night. Stay safe. And yeah.